What is going on, y'all? Here on another episode of Sick Podcast Anvil Show. Tonight, we're doing rookie expectations. I think we have a lot to show with these rookies tonight, so we're going to dive into it. So with that said, Sammy, let's get her going.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to the Sick Podcast. Anvil Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
What is going on, Anvil family and Colts Nation? Hope everybody's having a good week thus far on this lovely Thursday evening. While we have your attention, please subscribe, like, follow, all the stuff on social medias, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube. Help us get those YouTube numbers up, y'all. We do giveaways from YouTube subs all the time, so you might want to get in on that. Also, while we have your attention, Big P, we have a big event coming up, buddy.
It's coming up quick.
Looky here. So here's the down low on this, y'all. Alpha One Resources. I'm honored to be its president. Alpha One Resources is a nonprofit for veterans and first responders and their families. We be specializing in mental health, VA assistance, drug and alcohol addiction, family counseling, and much, much more. So in order to do that, we have to raise funds in order to start these programs or source these programs for these guys and girls. So with that being said, we're going to have an inaugural cornhole tournament at the Thirsty Turtle, Sunday, June 2nd in Beech Grove, Indiana. But one of the biggest thing is we have a lot of big things for this, but to all the Colts Nation out there, Drew Ogletree of the Indianapolis Colts will be there signing autographs. He'll be taking regular autographs for $10, and he'll also be doing memorabilia for $25. And also, $10 for pictures and $25 for signatures on any item you want to bring. On top of that, we have a kids zone where they're going to have snow cones, bounce houses, hamburgers and hot dogs outside, race cars. You name it, it's going to be there. Also, we have a group of charity bikers that's going to do a poker run for us. That's also going to be there. The Blue Crew, shout out to the Blue Crew for coming out to the cornhole tournament. Thank you guys so much. If any of y'all are listening out there, they're going to be bringing their big fire truck to y'all. So big event coming up, Big P. It's going to be a great time.
And if you're interested in joining the Blue Crew, there will be a QR code at the fire truck. So they're going to make it super simple and easy for you this year. Hit the QR code, sign up.
Oh, and I forgot one of the most
member.
And one last thing, I forgot one of the most important things. We also have a silent auction and door prizes. The silent auction is loaded with things. I mean, an authentic full-size replica helmet signed by Kenny Moore, a Kenny Moore signed jersey, a Drew Ogletree signed jersey, lots of camping equipment, and much, much more. So please come out, guys, and help us raise funds for this beautiful organization so we can help our vets and first responders in need in their crisis, just to let them know that they are not alone. Come out and have some fun with us. But other than that, Big P, we have some rookies to talk about tonight.
Yeah, but while we're on this topic, I want to give a big shout out to Matt Bray. He has been absolutely working nonstop, putting all of this together for us. Yeah, there's a silent button on that.
I'm getting to it.
Mr. Popular. All the popular kids' phones never stop dinging.
That's what happens when you're a baller.
I guess so.
But yeah, thank you again, Matt Bray. You've been a freaking trooper in this thing. I can't wait to meet you, man. It's going to be a good time. But speaking of good times, we have rookies to talk about tonight, Big P.
We got a few rookies to talk about, don't we?
We do.
Wow. Where do you want to start? How do you want to start?
Well, I mean, we can start with our first draft pick, A.D. Mitchell.
Latua.
Oh, Latua, I'm sorry.
Was our first draft pick.
I know. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. After spending a little bit of time on tape, watching him, reading some draft reports, doing a little bit of digging on my own. Latua is going to be an absolute stud. Some people are predicting that he'll be a rotational piece at the beginning, but I firmly believe he's going to be a starter. This kid's motor never, ever stops. Never.
No.
I mean, he's just one of these freak individuals that was built and designed to play this game. And we got him. You know, a couple of scouting reports that I read is saying that he's going to be better than Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, even Aaron Donald.
Ooh,
That's how
old.
They're predicting this kid to become. Now, is he going to be that level, you know, his rookie season? No, but I do firmly have expectations for him to have double-digit sacks. And I'll tell you why. Because Big O 99's on the other side.
Absolutely.
You're double teaming him, and if you're trying to get hands on Grove or Mbukum, you're not double teaming that other side. You're not going to double team a rookie. Why would you? He's a rookie. We don't need to double team a rookie. And that's going to open a lot of doors for that young man.
Don't forget about big Raekwon Davis rotating in and out of there too.
You know, so take your pick on who you want to try to double team. We got some absolute monsters on that front four. Take your pick. And then watch the other side eat you apart. And then when you go and try to shore up that other side, the other side's going to eat you apart. You're going to be in a no-win situation with our front four. And I fully expect Latua to have 10-plus sacks. Tackles, yeah, he's probably going to be in the 20s, 20 to 30 range in tackles. Yeah, my expectations for this kid is crazy high, man. Even his rookie campaign is crazy high. After watching his highlights, reading scouting reports, my God.
Man,
Chris Ballard could not had picked a better defensive player. Even though I would from the beginning, since the all season started for us, I was screaming, we need a cornerback. He got the right guy. I'm just telling you right now, he got the right guy.
Absolutely. I mean, my take on Latu is this, man. I think not only is he going to be a great pass rusher for us, but I think that outside edge is going to be better contained now with him there. I think it's going to be one of his biggest keys this year. Being in the league, I think they're really going to teach him how to contain it a little bit better, even though we know he can pass rush. I think our containment game on those edges is going to be phenomenal this year, especially on the other side.
And look what kind of quarterbacks we have in the AFC. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, son of a bitch went to Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson. He's still got some pretty good legs. Yeah, you better make sure your ends can contain quarterbacks like that, or they're going to eat you up. We're going to be playing Chicago this year. I know it's not AFC, but we are playing Chicago. Caleb Williams, he's another Patrick Mahomes type. He's better outside of the pocket on the run. You know, so you better contain him.
Yep.
You know, we had one show, we talked about the AFC South and what they did offensively to get better. We all saw them throw tons and tons of money at all these receivers. You know, so what's one way you combat that? Shut the quarterback down.
Yep.
There you go. All the money in the world ain't going to do shit when you can't throw the ball.
You got to cut off the head of that general, man.
There you go. And I believe Chris Ballard has built that.
I mean, dude, I just, you know, all this freaking talent, man, there's no reason we should not be dominating on the defensive side of numbers, games. Like, But this defensive front alone, I don't see no one really scoring more than 20, 25 points on us in the regular season. I just can't see it. Especially, I mean, it's crazy the amount of talent that's on that front four.
Yeah, it's insane. Insane. So all you Colts fans out there that were screaming, you want a Mathis and Freeney type front, you got it. You absolutely got it.
Yep.
You absolutely got it. And what you didn't have during the Mathis and Freeney era is those two tackles that can make some serious damage. And we've got that in Grove. We got that in Twyquan Lewis. If they keep Dio as a DT, you got him there. Or he's going to be a rotation. He'll be rotating in and out on the edge. Who am I forgetting? David, Raekwon Davis.
Raekwon Davis.
Adatomwe. I mean, God, the list goes on and on. We've got depth, serious competing depth on that front four.
Absolutely.
It's going to be scary, y'all. So, yeah, my expectations for Latua are sky high. Absolutely sky high.
Oh, man. I'm ready for football tomorrow. I mean, that all that excitement you see Latu doing, in his drills, if y'all seen that here lately. Oh, my Lord. Luis, I'm definitely not sunburnt, buddy. I'm starting to get some sun.
How you doing, Teresa?
Hope everybody's doing good out there. So,
Teresa, Clyde is actually deployed across the world right now. He joins us every once in a while. But yeah, he's actually deployed. Life of a military man. All right, you want to go to the next one?
On to the next one. We'll keep it rolling.
You want to start it off? You want me to?
Well, you have the stats in front of you, so go ahead.
You don't have your stats?
I don't have another computer.
Oh. Well, you got your phone. That's where I got my stats on.
I thought you were using your other computer.
No, I ain't that damn smart. Anyways, round 2, pick number 52, Adonai Mitchell. I don't know if I said that first name right. So we'll
Adamy Mitchell, maybe?
Yeah, we'll just go with AD Mitchell. That's what everybody in the press calls him. Yeah.
Yep.
Again, this is going to be one of the steals of the draft. Picking a talent like Mitchell at 52. He's got
definitely a low ball pick.
Yeah, a 4.3 speed. He holds a record in University of Texas for a 5 TD game or something like that. Holds another record for most playoff catches in school history and all kinds of stuff. This kid's good. They put this kid right under Devontae Smith, if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a kid that got recruited by Alabama. So if you're getting recruited by Alabama, you're the best of the best. He goes to Alabama and then transfers to Texas. And Texas is another big ball club. They just don't have as many national championships as Alabama does. But they're big time serious program.
Mm-hmm.
And you can transfer there. Yeah. This kid's going to be special. And I'm predicting by week 3, he overtakes Pierce's starting job.
It's actually brought to my attention.
That's how good this kid is.
It actually got brought to my attention by somebody at work today. We were just talking about 80 today somehow, but he thinks that he's not going to be taking over Pitt's spot. He could be going after that slot position.
No,
I said the same. I said the same thing.
no, that Downs has got that slot position locked up. Pierce does not have that outside lane locked up. And I'm not saying
They're gonna be battling out in training camp. That's for sure.
and I'm not saying it's because Pierce can't do the job, but Pierce has not had the opportunities to prove himself on that outside.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you're going to see in training camp is AD Mitchell is going to prove he belongs on that outside. And I'm telling you, by week 3, he's going to have the starting job. Wide receiver number 2.
Oh, you heard it here first from Big P.
So that's my expectations of that kid. Now, how many catches, how many yards, I don't know. One stat that I read is I think he averaged like 13 or 14 yards after catch. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. So we'll get there. I think he's going to get his opportunities, especially with Richardson back.
Mm-hmm.
You got a guy that can throw it deep. You got a guy that's running a 4.3, can catch. Yeah, it's going to be scary.
I mean, not to mention you have a dog and Michael Pittman on the opposite end.
Yep.
I mean, they a lot of their mentality is the same thing. As far as like wanting to be the best, they're out there playing their hearts out, leaving it all on the football field. I mean, this is just going to be absolutely amazing to watch between them two, especially something that the Colts have definitely lacked. I mean, we have good, talented players, but we're lacking dogs. You know what I mean? Pittman is a dog.
Pittman is straight
Jonathan
dog.
Taylor is a dog. And,
straight dog.
We're starting to DeForest Buckner is a dog. So, I mean, Zaire Franklin is a dog. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're lacking a few other dogs, especially in that receiving core. I'm not taking away from AP. I'm not taking away from Josh Downs. Our tight end group is good too. But I'm just saying, like, we just need those type of dogs in this offense just to get us where we need to go. And I mean, I have high expectations for this kid as well. I mean, it's just going to be amazing.
Yeah. Teresa, to answer your question, I'm going to answer these questions as they come up because I don't have all night to be on here. But no, I don't expect Mo Alley Cox to make it out of training camp. If he does, I do not believe they're going to re-sign him because this is his last year on his contract. Now, Lewis says wide receiver number 1.
Yeah.
He's going AD's going to take that wide receiver. He's got the talent too. We'll see how the ball's shared around with him. And again, like Latua and Buckner and Grove and Dio and Twyquan, who are you going to double team? Now that we're getting these kind of caliber players on the roster, Pittman, Downs, AD, AP, who are you going to double? You can't double everybody.
No,
so
you're gonna be spreading the field like no another, and guess what that opens up the thing for?
Yeah, we hit Pittman a couple times. They're going to double him, so change to the other side of the field and hit AD. Change. They start picking up on that. Hit your slot receiver and Downs. I mean, Shane Steichen has
the rushing attack with Jonathan Taylor and AR. It opens up so many avenues, man.
Yeah, I want to see somebody stack the box on us now. Stack the box on the Colts offense now, and you're going to regret it.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely going to regret it. And if you're a fantasy football player, you best get Jonathan Taylor in your backfield because he is going to have a monster year. Because of that fact, teams aren't going to stack the box on us no more. Our threat is real. What do you say, Clayton?
What's up, Clayton?
Or is that Stacy on your name? Aaron Jarrett, what's up, buddy? All right. You want to move on?
Yeah, we'll hurry up and get out of here for you.
Our third pick. Now, this one's not as sexy as 1 and 2. It's an offensive tackle, Matt Gonclaves, if I said it right.
Yep, Gonclaves.
Very, very solid piece. And we talked about this already about how hurt Braden Smith has been the last couple of years, how much time he's missed, and how bad our offensive line was when he wasn't gone. I can see this kid coming in and taking that spot. He's on a rookie contract. Braden Smith doesn't get re-signed. I don't know if he's in his last leg of his contract or not, but if he is, he's not getting re-signed. I don't
think so either.
He's a starter. He's not going to take a backup role. He's not going to take backup money. So, and with these young guys Chris is getting that are talented, yeah, you're going to save money on the help me out here. Salary cap. You're putting quality young guys up there. Yeah. Now, is he going to play a lot this year? I think that's going to depend on injuries. I really
injuries
do.
And performance.
Yeah. If like you said, performance there too. If performance is bad on one side of the ball or another, they might give him a shot. But if it's good, he's going to be in the weight, and that's not necessarily a bad thing either. A lot of new learning to do at this level, even for a lineman.
Yeah.
So my expectations for him is high if he plays. So my expectation is he will do his job when he's on the field. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be one of the more solid backup linemen that we're going to have as far as depth goes.
Yeah.
I have high faith that he can step in. He's going to have his hiccups like every rookie will. But, I mean, the potential is going to be there when he gets in there to step up for whoever or whatever the situation might be. So, I mean, that's where I'm very optimistic about him. Starting material, yet to be seen. Maybe he'll earn it this year and Braden doesn't get his contract again. But, it's just yet to be seen. But I have high expectations for him as a rotational piece for sure.
All right. So moving on to our fourth pick, round 4, number 117, Tanner Bortolini, center out of Washington. I know I didn't say that name even remotely close.
Bortolini.
Okay. Center. My expectations for him is to learn from Ryan Kelly to eventually take over Ryan Kelly's spot. So I think he's going to be a rotational piece, practice squad guy until his time is called. If somebody in the O line goes down, you have another piece that's played guard as well as center.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that was going to be my point. I mean, from here on out with these, we got 3 offensive linemen, right?
Yes.
If I remember correctly. Those 3, they are also known to move around on the offensive line no matter where they are. Conclaves I think he's been moved everywhere but center. So I mean, just again, it just adds to that depth that Chris Ballard was looking for in any situation possible. Regardless if they're on the practice squad or they're second or third string players, it's they can put them wherever they need them to go, and they're going to be good at what they do. I have high, especially Bortolini with being the pick that he was. He's very agile in every position that he plays, and I like that about these picks. These offensive line picks this year, they're very versatile.
I like it. All right, round 5, number 142, Anthony Gould,
return guy. I think he's going to be, he's going to be up there with, what was his name out of Chicago? Devin Hester. Yep. I think he's going to be up there as far as superstar status eventually in a special teams sense. Colts' special teams have been great over the last few years, especially under Bubba Ventrione. But losing him, but I mean the talent's still there. I mean we have also Grant Stewart. I mean the special teams, all three phases of our team are going to be exciting to watch. But and then Gould's going to bring that even more explosive plays. I know with the new rule being tested out this year, I don't know how this is going to for him, especially as a rookie, how he's going to adjust to that, or maybe he'll adjust to it well with it being his rookie season. I don't know. But either way, he's going to be explosive, and he's also going to be a good rotational piece at receiver for us. But where he's going to shine is definitely going to be special teams. He's quick. He's got feet. He's got agility, pure athleticism. I mean, I think we're going to see some pretty decent, good run backs from him, punt and kickoff, and who knows, maybe even a few touchdowns. I'm not going to be surprised if he gets those.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And originally, when we first covered this pick, I hadn't watched any tape on this kid, hadn't read any scouting reports on this kid. And I did myself an injustice by not doing this. Because I was at first, I was excited. Yeah, this kid's quick. He does this, he does that. He's a good special teams piece. And that's where I put him. And that's where I left him until I read the reports, until I seen the highlights. This kid is a whole lot more than just a punt returner or a kickoff returner. Although he averaged like 18-something yards in college on punt returns, which is phenomenal for a punt returner. This kid can catch. This kid can move. This kid can get open.
Yep.
He is definitely going to push Downs for some playing time. And he's going to be a fabulous piece to rotate with Downs if Downs needs a little bit of air.
Yep.
Or if Downs gets hurt. God forbid any of our guys get hurt. But we know it's possible. We know, you can't stop things like that when it happens. So, yeah, my expectations for this kid is to go ham. Go ham, show the organization what you can do.
Yeah.
Boom.
What's up, Zach?
Teresa asked if Matt and Carvey are still on the show. I think you meant Thomas and Carvey. Yes, Teresa, they are still 100% a part of the Anvil. But when we went to SICK, they only wanted 3 hosts. And it worked out because of the way everybody's schedule was. Me, Clyde, and Acosta, we had more of a friendly schedule to be on here week in and week out. So we've just stayed this way for continuity. But they are still 100% a part of everything we do. You just don't get to see their ugly mugs every week like you do mine.
Beverly, hello, dear. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in tonight.
Hi, Bev. How are you? Zachary says hi, Acosta.
I told him what's up a minute ago.
I don't know why he said hi to you. He told me he didn't even like you.
I already didn't like you.
Well, I know he don't like me.
What's not to like?
Exactly. All right, who we after?
6th round, right?
Yeah.
6th round, right?
Getting there. Ooh, no. We moved up in the 5th round.
We did move
151 and took Jalen Carlisle's safety linebacker, Missouri. Now, I totally skipped over this guy, so I'm going to read real quick if you want to speak on him.
Oh, I haven't seen much tape or anything about him either. I just know with him being a safety / linebacker, it's just going to be another good, solid practice squad piece, I think, a good rotational piece for either core of that defense. Chris Ballard picked him for a reason. He's seen something in him. So I just know as of right now, all I know is he's going to be a good rotational piece out of the practice squad, I believe. He's got talents in both areas.
Let me read you this from Stephen Holder. He says Charles was a productive player at safety in college, but he's projected as a linebacker in the Colts defensive system. Indianapolis asks a great deal of its linebackers in pass coverage, so Charles could be an ideal fit in that regard. The Colts had some success with the tweener last season, with Ronnie Harrison Jr. shifting from safety to linebacker. So there's recent precedent for a move like this. The Colts' depth was also a little thin at linebacker, so this addressed a need and protects them in the case of injuries. I think that was spot on from Steven. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now that I read that, I'm starting to remember this Jalen kid. And I think we talked about that too, that he was safety / linebacker like Harrison. And Harrison did a pretty good job for us last year.
He did.
You know,
he really did.
And to have multi-flexible guys, that's awesome. You talk about depth. That is called serious depth. You know,
I mean, that's depth. That's depth. That's
who's
layers,
up next for safety? We just lost 2 safeties this one game. Hey, Jones, get in there. You see what I mean? Or my linebacker's gone. Jones, go to linebacker now.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel confident. You feel secure. So getting a multi-dexterous player like this kid, yeah, solid piece. Solid piece. Now, how much playing time will he get? I think that depends on injuries and injuries alone. I don't think he's going to beat anybody out of their starting position, but if injuries happen, his role could get a lot bigger.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here reading comments, waiting on you to say something, and we're moving on.
Bev, our number 1 quarterback is Anthony Richardson, number 5.
All right, now we're still in round 5. Pick number 164, Jalen Simpson, safety out of Auburn. My personal take on this kid, he's good. He's really, really good, but he's raw. Mm-hmm. He needs coached up quite a bit.
Absolutely.
But I can see him being in the batter's deck, learning and getting ready for his chance. He's not going to beat out Julian Blackmon, but Julian Blackmon's only signed a 1-year deal with us this year. So when his contract's up, depending on the kind of money, he might not get signed. You know what I mean? And then when that case happens, then we'll have to talk about this kid again for expectations. So my only expectations is for him basically to sit on the practice squad and learn, get ready for next season to take.
Yeah, I think he's going to be like the similarity I'm going to talk about is like Strawn, raw talent, great athleticism, but he was raw, had to take time to adjust to the NFL, its plays and its speed and all that good stuff. So I think that's going to be the same case for him at this point. Practice squad guy, learning from the best, just doing a lot of film watching, a lot of just a lot of studying, book work, stuff like that. So, but I think he'll be ready when the time comes to rotate in there or even take a spot for the future for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm reading Stephen Holder's take on him, and he's saying he could fight for a starting job. So all right, there we go. And look, you guys, y'all know we do our homework, but these people like Stephen Holder, Zach Kiefer, Bob Kravitz, these guys do tremendous amount of hours and homework on these kids. So I'm going to trust their take way over mine. Now I might agree or disagree, but and collectively, I'm trusting their take on this. And if they're saying he could fight for a starting position, I'll believe it. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it. But hey, I trust what they say.
Absolutely.
All
Moving
right.
on up.
Round 6, number 201, Micah Abraham, cornerback out of Marshall. What do you know on him?
The Thundering Herd. I mean, again, I just think from here on out, we just got solid people who just are just raw talent, as we just said with the last pick. These guys here are just going to be worked to bring out that potential of what they can truly be, I think. And again, if we make it that far down the depth chart, just some solid pieces for us. But other than that, I really don't know as much stats on him. If you got any pulled up.
Not stats. Again, I'm reading what Steven wrote about him. And he's definitely saying he's a developmental piece and he's undersized, but he's got a great bloodline. I guess his dad and uncle were in the NFL, several Pro Bowl appearances. So he's coming from great stock.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a 9-10 year veteran of the NFL. Not bad at all. So that's going to me when I read something like that. The learning curve is a lot less for people like that because of the male influence that they have in their life, and their influence come from the NFL system. So we'll see. This kid here, we're absolutely going to see what he does with an opportunity when he gets it. So my expectation for this kid is be ready.
Yep.
Be ready. We lost Jalen Jones last year for a couple games. We lost Juju Prince last year for a couple games. We lost Dallas Flowers. Is it Dallas or that?
It's Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, yeah, Dallas Flowers for the whole season, and these are all cornerbacks. So my expectation is for this kid to be ready because you don't know when your opportunity is going to hit.
Yep. I mean, like you said, he's got the family backing to keep him ready too, boy. You know what I mean? So I think he'll be ready. On to round 7 now. You done with him?
Yeah, hold on. Let's have a couple questions. Has anyone been paying attention to the video of AR and having no restrictions whatsoever? This year is going to be special. Yes, Zachary. Everybody's watching these videos, getting very, very excited. Cody says, "What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm excited for this season, getting our guys back under center. Yes, yes, yes. ARJT options. Yes, we hit that earlier, Zach. Amanda, how are you guys? Deepest wide receiver room ever had. No, I'm not going to say that. Because you have the likes of Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark. You're going to tell me our wide receiver room is better than those?
Yeah. Austin Collie, Anthony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Not Anthony Gonzalez.
No.
Yeah, Anthony Gonzalez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, is it a start? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Signing Pitt to the deal he did, getting these young studs. Yes, absolutely. They got the potential to make this organization theirs. Yep. They absolutely do. Paul, what's up, buddy? Big P still never told me what style of music you want. I want it all, baby. Especially bluegrass. Give me some bluegrass out there. Send me some bluegrass.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll pick the banjo for you if you need me to.
I might have to bring my moonshine jug.
You gonna blow on it?
I'm gonna drink it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna blow on the jug.
Maybe if I empty it fast enough.
All right. So, anyways, we're gonna jump. Oh man, we're doing real good on our timing too. It's perfect.
Yep.
So our last pick, number 7, in round 7, number 234. Jonah Lalu, defensive tackle out of Oklahoma. Stephen Holder says Colts appear to be taking a filler on a player with physical traits that convert a long interior defensive lineman who perhaps can provide depth behind the team's experienced veterans. Lalua played 6 years of college ball, spending the first 4 at Hawaii before transferring to Oklahoma. So there you go. That's all I know on this guy. I did send him the flyer though.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's going to show up for the cornhole tournament or not, but he does have it. You never know. You never know.
Never know.
Kenny Moore said he's going to try to come out.
Ooh.
We've sent the flyer to a couple other players that that we have access to. They haven't committed, but we'll see. So you guys, this is going to be the off-season event of the year. I'm just telling you that right now.
Camp.
This thing is absolutely turning into a monster. We've got the cornhole tournament, absolutely. We got bounce houses for the kids. The Blue Crew Flyer truck's coming. We got a dunk tank. We got a snow cone machine for the kids. We got a cotton candy machine for the kids. The auction items, my goodness, you guys, are off the chart. Off the chart. We've even got a deep freezer still in the box, brand new. We're going to auction off freaking deep freezer, y'all. I don't know if you know what Wagyu meat is. Wagyu beef. Can you explain to everybody what Wagyu beef is?
So what Wagyu beef is the highest quality beef you can get. Raised specially, you have American, Australian, and Japanese Wagyu. They have levels of each of their own. A5 Japanese Wagyu is the coup de grace, if you will, of all the Wagyu beefs. But I'm pretty sure what Big P got is American Wagyu, which is still really good. But just to give you a description of it as well, the quality is really good, flavor is good because the exceptional marbling that's in the meat. So it's very tasty, very fatty, just great flavor all the way around. It's the best meat you can buy as far as from a cow. So definitely want to get you some of that.
Now that you hyped it up, we've got 50 pounds of Wagyu hamburger meat coming to be auctioned off, courtesy of King's Cattle Farm, if I said that right. Mr. King, if you're watching, I apologize for ripping that apart. I don't have all my notes in front of me to thank everybody, but next week I definitely will. Next week, plan to be here a little bit longer so we can give a shout out to everybody that has donated to this cause. We've got a lot of great things. Got a local carpet company threw in a $200 voucher. We got a massage therapist. We got physical therapy that threw in vouchers and a basket. Had some wine in it.
Got multiple baskets. I mean, gift cards. We have one bottle of whiskey that I know of from Starlight Distillery. Shout out to the Huber family for donating that to the tournament. Thank you all so much. Jerseys, helmets, memorabilia.
Yeah, American
you
13
name it.
American 13 auction donated a ton of stuff. Brand new pair of Nikes, couple big toys for kids, a cooking knife set, a knife set for chefs. They donated a flat iron skillet thing. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we just got tons and tons and tons of things going out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've ever wanted Kenny Moore's autograph, come get it. Come get it. Come be the highest bidder. I can tell you this. We have a bid already on the Kenny Moore signed jersey, and it's starting at $300.
Ooh.
So there you go. This is serious stuff, you guys, and it's legit. Our Houston Texans friends, Pamela and Thomas, that run the Traveling Texans that tailgate with us every year. They sent a ton of NASCAR items signed by Joey Logano, Jeff Gordon. Man, I can't. Something
There was too
Bush.
many.
Yeah, there was just tons.
I think Kurt Busch or Kyle Busch.
Yeah, one of the Bush brothers had signed one of those replica cars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
the die-cast ones, the collector ones. We've got 3 or 4 of them. My goodness, the list goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, if you don't make it to this event, you're going to be sorry. You're going to be mad at yourself all year. It's a Sunday. There's plenty of things to do for the kids. It is at the Thirsty Turtle, so they do have adult beverages. There'll be porta potties outside, so the kids can't go in the bar, but they can still go to the bathroom. Matt Bray has got the city of Beech Grove to shut down that road for this thing. That's how big this is getting, you guys. I'm telling you right now, you want to be at this event. Not only to come and see my beautiful smile, but to come and just to have some fun. Come and meet tons of great human beings of all walks of life. So
yeah, most of our Anvil crew will be there. The Alpha One Resources leadership team will be there, including myself. I do this, and also
now that's a deal breaker. You didn't say you was coming.
Well, yeah, I'm coming. I'm the president of Alpha One, for God's sake.
Well, that's a deal breaker. I ain't coming then.
Well, you stay at home then.
I ain't gonna do it. Now I'm coming. Now I'm coming just to piss you off.
You pissed me off just by being on here with me. What are you talking about?
Well, that's true.
No,
you still got my picture on your desk?
Duh. I got you hanging up in my truck at work.
Now we know who the liar is. But yeah, you guys.
Teresa, to answer your question real quick, we'll all be there at the Thirsty. We'll all be there at the Thirsty Turtle to show up. Around noon. It'll go till it's over. Could be a 4 or 5 hour thing. Could be 6, 7, 8 hour. We don't know just how long things will go. But to show up to the Thirsty Turtle, we will all be there.
Yes, Teresa. The new flyer is out that has been corrected because I'm a knucklehead and I put the wrong wording down. So, but yes, the new flyer is floating around. But yeah, just come out, man. And Teresa, bring the grandkids. They're going to love it. They're going to have a good time. I promise you that.
And if anybody's in the greater Indianapolis area or even further than that, who's a big bike rider, that big poker charity run, there's going to be something else too.
Yeah.
So come out, bring your bikes, have fun, get some of that wind therapy going.
Hey, I wonder if
support a great cause.
I wonder if we can get the Blue Crew to use the fire truck as a trail vehicle for the poker run. That would be pretty sweet going down the road.
Yeah, it would.
You know what I mean? That'd be real fun. But hey, brother, it is 4 minutes late.
It is.
Get us out of here.
All right, y'all. Thank you all again. Hope to see you all at this event, but if not, we'll see you all next week on the show. As always, God bless. We love you. Thank you again for all the support. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe to all of our socials. We'll see y'all soon. Go Colts. Let's get out of here.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Anvil Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.